Yo, yo. What is the word, gang? We are back with another great episode of Cartunes and Cuts, man. It's been a minute for me, man, and I'm so excited because my schedule changed, man. But got a very special guest to kick it off, which is so great, man. So great. We got a very special guest in the house to kick off this brand new season of Cartunes and Cuts. If you don't know or not know, man, she is definitely one of the queens of hip-hop here at STL. Been doing her things for, many a years. Damn near over, 10 years, man? Yeah, definitely.
It's since I was a kid, though.
Yeah.
Mostly it's taking it serious, yeah. It's been about solid 10.
Solid 10 years.
15. Somewhere
Turned it up
10
on the stage, too. Like the queen of festival, I definitely say that because you was just on somebody's stage at a festival. So
I'm always at somebody's festival.
Yeah, somebody's festival.
Man.
If you didn't know, the one and only, man, Mrs. Bass in the building, man. What's the word?
What's up, man?
So glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm glad to be on the MarshallArtz Network.
Oh, man, that's what's up, man. You know, your favorite department store. You know what I mean? We here. Yeah. So, glad to have you. We were supposed to run it back, the first time. So I'm just glad that we was able to, chop it up.
Make it happen, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm a fan of your work. Even before I've gotten into, media, I just heard about you and seen you perform at Pops. Probably, it was a while ago. But,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was I with my band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, she hard. And I was like, man, you ain't never heard Bass. I'm like, oh, this is Bass, man. It's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, man, she is dope, dog. So, you a poet with the pen, man. So I definitely just want to really be one of the ones to give you your flowers.
Thank you, man.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Serving bars. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hot platter.
You know what I'm saying? Chefing it. So, from since you was a kid, let's talk about it. Let's talk about your childhood,
Yeah, man. My childhood was very music and very lively. Lots of music in the crib. My parents collected music, and they also had for a large part of my childhood, they built a bar party area in our basement. They call it the damn basement. So we had a club at the crib.
That's hella funny.
It'd be 20, 30 people there any given weekend on a regular basis,
Man, look at they was.
Yeah, that's why my parents moved all the way to East Jesus on their ass. They started getting mad at people for not coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So from there, was that kind of got the vibe of being a hostess, if you will, and then kind of wanted to entertain, the guests and stuff.
Yeah, man, they used to call me down to dance for people and stuff.
Yeah.
I cannot dance, bro.
For real.
But back then, I guess I could, when it was more when you had that kid that was just they were happy to see kids just doing any damn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was more so just like my parents calling me down or the family calling me down to be part of the show, and it was one of those moments of me just being goofy, but imitating Michael Jackson and everything.
For real.
I'm talking about super Michael Jackson fan. In the basement that I was talking about, man, I painted murals of Michael Jackson on the walls. The Lord rest R.I.P. that house. Actually, somebody just burnt it down recently.
Damn.
My childhood home.
That's fucked up.
But yeah, R.I.P. But I bet you Michael Jackson's still on them walls.
Man, off the wall.
Yeah, literally. For real, man.
That's cool. So, then who really inspired your penmanship? I feel like a lot of poetry really inspired you. So it's I'm hearing Nikki Giovanni and stuff like that. So I don't know if was you a fan of poets first, or was it rappers as well, you know what I'm saying? MC Lights and Joy.
It was poetry first. I was one of the kids that got a poem. I wish I could find his book, but it was a poem in the anthology of poetry for young Americans or something like that when I was in 4th or 5th grade. And then I got some experience in speech writing through speech and debate, and I also did an urban league contest and won that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all through high school, stuff like that.
That's hard.
And then but ultimately it was the inspiration for music was really just all around me. I can't say any particular person made me want to rap. It was something I just picked up messing around with my cousin, you know what I'm saying, initially, and then I use it as an outlet to vent and you know.
Yeah.
And then once people started telling me I was good, it was like, oh yeah, I'm on to something now. Because I needed something to latch on to. I didn't know what exactly I was supposed to be doing. All the other girls wanted to do other girl stuff. I wasn't interested in that. The boys are interested in sports stuff, and I really wasn't interested in that as much as, even though I partake, I wasn't really interested in like just being an athlete. I wanted to do something that had a microphone and a voice, like a place where I can platform my voice more so, and my ideas.
No, I think that's hard. That you found your way pretty young. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew what you wanted to do. Like some people,
I was getting there.
Yeah,
I was getting there, but I promise it wasn't until I graduated where it was like, yo, you cold for real, and then people just telling me over and over again, don't stop, and it got me to where I'm at today. Like I take my music very, like what I say, very serious, and like I walk in the room and I acknowledge competition, and for a long time I really didn't see much competition where it was like I was like, okay, well, man, I need to get my pen game up. Wasn't until we got in that basement at Blank Space for the Sunday Cypher sessions when I was like, whoa, it's other pens that are like crazy out here, you know?
Yeah.
And that's when I started like really honing my skills into like, okay, so what makes me different than everybody else? I need to stand out in some type of way because everybody got bars, so what am I going to do, you know, to make sure that I stand out?
No, that's dope. To even like put yourself in that circle. Some people get big headed and be like, no, I'm dope and I'm just going to stay, you know, where I'm at. I'm not even going to try and exercise. You know, my lyrical pen.
That would be very boring of a art form, you know, if you're not trying to like challenge yourself or be around other people who challenge you to be better.
I feel that. So, what's like from your first show to like now?
Shit, I don't even know if I remember my first show.
Really?
My first show was in high school, man. I performed at the homecoming.
Okay.
My first show was in high school. I was in a group. We only had like one song together, maybe two, you know. But I performed with a group, and man, this day was crazy, boy. I used to be up to no good. We ran up in Dillard's, stole our outfits. It was just chaos.
Dillard's is wild.
Man, we snatched all Nautica outfits and just skirted, man, on that ass. And came to homecoming fresh as hell, boy. We talking Nautica. I had a pair of Nautica bibs, man. Them was hard. And that was my first time performing in front of anybody.
Okay. Yeah. Which deal is that? Northwest Plaza?
It was the one in I'm a city baby.
Okay, so
it was
Northwest
Brentwood.
Oh, okay.
At the Galleria.
Damn, at the galley.
We put I went in there with some extra big motherfucking track pants on and put my whole outfit on under that and just walked right back out like. Somebody was like, if you put the tag down this low, then it won't catch on the sensors. Boy, I was just up to no good, man. I repent. I don't do stuff like that.
Hey, you know, everybody got a pass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Yeah. No, that's hard. I was finna say, I used to work at the Galleria, and I used to work at the Kids Foot Locker right across the street from the Claire's, and I would see every day that mug getting hit up. Somebody walking out that joint stealing.
I swear. It take my friends at the time is who put me up to it, but they didn't know that I was with the shits. They didn't know I was with the shit. So whatever.
Yeah. So from now, you definitely perfected your sound. Well, you know what I mean, because it's still a journey. So I don't. Yeah. You know what I mean, but stage present is a must. Like right.
Yeah.
How important is it for like younger artists to learn about stage present? You know what I mean? Because you really have that. I ain't mean to cut you off for that.
No, you good.
I just want to say because obviously stage presence matter because you're on stages, Slumfest and others that's like consistent to where it puts you in front of different audience. So it's like obviously you have the self-awareness to know where you at all times to make sure that people can see you. So how important is that?
So I learned it in choir. My stage presence, it was very important. I was in like a musical or a few in choir. You know how the kids sing Christmas carols at the airport and out in the department stores? Yeah. I was one of those kids.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't think that shit existed.
Reindeer ears and all that good shit.
Man.
So, I had ended up performing in the choir. It was one of the best choirs in St. Louis.
Okay.
Under Miss Skinner, Miss Kamara Skinner. I swear, she was a very strict teacher.
What school did you go to?
I went to Sodan.
Okay. Hey, all right, my mom went to go. Okay.
Yep, Team Tigers.
Yeah.
Motherfucking, yeah, my instructor was really strict,
Okay.
and and also taught us like everything that had to do with the stage. And if you were a student like me, like if I'm in it, I want to learn it the right way. And if you did, and you couldn't even practice wrong with Miss Skinner, it was going to be a scene made if you practice wrong with Miss Skinner. So, but yeah, we had to do flips. We had to everything from the Charleston to like a time portal where we going through different. Yeah, I did musicals first, musical, concert choir, show choir. I was the only freshman in the junior senior choir. And it was rough. I ain't gonna lie. Those upperclassmen was something else, boy. But and learning and finding your sound, understanding your sound, learning different musical terms, sight reading, things that you just weren't exposed to. But yeah, that stage started there. That was how I knew where to be, which way things should shift, even down to when I play with my band, like how they go on stage and how it was not like one person falling over each other, where it's all in order of stacked of how we came in as a choir,
right.
So it would be altos. If altos were over here, then it would be altos first, tenor, and so on and so on. So yeah, it's always been a learned experience for me. It wasn't something that I just naturally did, but I got better at it once I started watching other rappers. You know what I'm saying? Solo rappers. Once I had a solo career, because I was in a group first. Well, I was in 2 groups first.
Okay. Yeah.
So technically, I've been in 3 different groups. But in between time, I've always been a solo artist. So once before the Great Debates, I had like my own little home studio, and I was banging out songs with mothers like Nike Turbo, Young Mo. Like it was a whole thing in my crib, and started booking shows. And pushing those particular songs. And yeah, those the levels of like your show mix. I didn't even have a show mix back then. I'm like, what is a show mix? Like I'm rapping all over the vocal. It's either the vocal or the beat. Which one do you want? You know.
Side, goddamn it.
So like, yeah, that's what made me like watching other solo acts made me like understand a lot of things. Like most recently, I went to a concert and Wiz Khalifa performed, and I learned a lot from that performance from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I see how he took the mic stand, walked it from one side of the stage to the next type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that stuff really matters. And where you place yourself at, and when do you approach the crowd. I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? I learn something new every time I watch somebody else perform.
Yeah, no, that's very wise. I think I took I used to do plays and stuff in high school and stuff because I want to be an actor. So I learned also like on the stage, when you moving, you have to move with a purpose. You know what I mean? You definitely have to have a reason to be moving to the next said step, and then always, having yourself facing the audience, whether it's one foot towards them, you know, small things that you got to remember because, you got to keep in mind that some people can't see you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to see you, if that makes sense, you know, because
I think that right now my task is to learn more about performing as a rapper with a solo vocalist, like and the position of that, and what role do we play, how do we engage. Right now, me and Click Clack, who's on, he's on plenty of songs on the album. We got that joint. Georgia Porgia on the album.
I was just listening to it over here.
Man, that's my jam.
I love that,
man. And every time we perform it, people just like love it, which is what the whole point of me writing it like that for was, But engaging with him on the stage. When is this a conversation with us as far as what they see? This is a relatable conversation with us, or when is it like one of those situations where how do you use your silence? So when I'm not doing anything while he's singing or whatever, what am I doing? Because I'm not singing with him, you know what I'm saying? So maybe on his rap parts I can engage, back him up like a hype man, but when he's singing, where am I going to be? And I learned a little trick or two from paying attention to other artists who have features with vocalists. And one of the tricks that I learned was engaging with a very small group or a single person while that person is singing. So while he's singing over here and dominating the middle of the stage or whatever his approach is, my goal is to focus on engage someone in the crowd just with looking, talking, making gestures. So like I say, it's all a work in progress with me because my stage show switches up so much. Sometimes I have a band, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have somebody playing the trumpet, sometimes I got somebody singing. You know, sometimes I have an accompanist, or sometimes it's just me without the DJ. Sometimes it's me with the DJ. Sometimes the show mix is like we throwing out song for song, or sometimes it's a full show mix. So yeah, it's all part of the study and the love for the craft for real.
Man, and like just listening to you, it's just so many variations of the game, and I just think like the artist that you are definitely like a performing artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how Tyga is successful on being on the show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not so much as like studio hits, but it's like he always on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think like, and then listening to you is just like you really on the way of like mastering of like how to move and be free on the stage, because performance is the whole package of the show. Like you know, once when you listen to your music, all right, now we need you on tour.
Yeah.
And it's like if you don't know how to put on a good show,
yeah,
you know, we don't want to see
you
you
fall
again.
flat.
You know,
you can be great music, but not a great show. You know, we know plenty of acts who aren't necessarily great at performing, but have great music. You know.
For sure.
And making it resonate where people still feel you. But the same way I kind of lay out my albums, it's kind of how I lay out my show, where I bring you up, or I take a serious moment, and I bring you down. Then then I bring you back up. Like I will rap a tearjerker where I know people get in their body, and after that, I'm gonna throw you right into like lituation so that we can have a variety of feelings in this one show. But yeah, I go into it like, how do I want people to feel? I think about the crowd. I think about who I'm performing for. You know, I don't always like if I know I'm getting ready to do like a more grown and sexy crowd, I know that the men would appreciate bars and the women would appreciate maybe something that's more relatable to them. Maybe a love song, maybe something that's just catchy, you know. But if I'm performing at a festival and it's like just me with a DJ, more than likely I'm probably gonna lay out something that's lit. It's gonna probably lit the whole time.
Yeah, I think, and that's what I kind of wanted to ask too. Is like, how do you? And you basically answered this, like, how do you even set up your shows? And you said you set it up with the hours. So it's like in your mind, you're taking us visually through the album that you made, or literally the song or how you made it, and it's like inside of your mind is how it's like we're in the mind of Bates, if you will.
So, what's your most recent show you seen me perform?
I've seen you at I think it was the Dark Room the last time.
With the GA Bars?
With GA
okay,
Bars.
cool. So for the Galaxy Gala. All right. That show I only had 6 minutes. Okay, so I did what? I knew that since I didn't have much time to waste, and the album is fresh hot out. That's my first show with the album out, you know, so I wanted to get him that intensity in that time, and I didn't have anybody to accompany me because I only got 6 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And so I ended up taking a piece of Along Came a Spider and then doing the whole It's Raining for the most part. And when I have situations like that, I might press a little, where I get through like 5.5 minutes of it, and before the 6 minute mark hit, I'll break off after the song. I'll cut the song so that I'll break off into an acapella, and then I run that acapella, and that'll be the way I re-relate myself to the crowd and get an opportunity to really take me in and see what I'm talking about outside of that. So yeah, that's usually like my format when it comes to like, it all depends on the situation. Now, if I have like a show that's more like if I perform at Word Up, you know what I'm saying? I know that crowd is a listening crowd. So they're going to appreciate something thought-provoking, even though you can still have fun, but they'd appreciate more something thought-provoking, fun, and catchy, all in one. So I perform something like My Keys for them. You know, they love that joint, and I know it'll work with them because it resonates with so many different people. And I can perform it solo or with a trumpeter, and it worked just the same.
Yeah. Yeah. That's smart too, that you kind of also know your audience as well. It's like, all right, from here, this is what I'm going to perform. This going to resonate with this and captivate. And that's so smart. And versatile because it's like that doesn't just keep you in one lane.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
where the bag is. Like I try to people that only want to rap. Like I wrote a whole lot of street music, like a whole lot of aggressive street music, and then it's like, well, if you want to get booked for these particular shows, you need to have something that doesn't have cursing or something that doesn't always express some form of violence, even though that might be your life. You still got to find a way to write into your still being yourself, but finding something else to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's other things to talk about. So yeah, it's important to know your audience, and to be able to write different songs so that you can reach other audiences. That's how I get booked for the festivals. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Y'all better take notes for real because exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the gems. But if you only rapping trap music, if you only rapping drill music, if you only rapping a certain type of way, this is really for the kids and the youngsters.
Yeah.
If you only rapping pussy popping and whatnot, then your limits or the amount of money you're gonna make is very limited. You know, not only money but just bookings. It's limited. You're kind of like stuck in that loop, and then there's so much competition because everybody is doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you probably won't be the first person picked to do a particular show because you got so and so who has the same content that's already on that show. So you end up on shows with people, either shows you probably perform at for free that are only booking the same type of artists that you are. Or you can go get you a bag, write some different music. I like that hat, by the way.
Gratitude. Hey, well, like they said, dude, there you have it. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get into a snippet of your album. This is a Ring Around the Rosie that you got. Rose, excuse me.
You got it.
Ring Around the Rose. You feel me, man? And featuring Ebony Eyes, man. So, gang. Let's get it. This is Cartunes Cuts. Let's get it, my God.
Talk about the idea behind this visual, like, and the task of shooting the visual. It was a lot.
Don't start no shit, won't be no shit, so we gon' start this shit off right. Yo, if you just got paid and the taxes hit, you might go home broke tonight. Hey, don't start no shit, won't be no shit, but two words don't make you wrong.
3D in the building. What up, my nigga? What's up, Trill? Look at my cousin. I see you, cuz.
But the pleasure's mine. She was on a liquid diet, so I fed her some dine, and now she wobble every time I put my hand on her thigh. Asking me the same question, like I'm telling a lie. I might come up kinda cocky, but believe me, I'm shy. I ain't tripping off a short, yeah, I gave it a try. I just gave her a little nod. I see her there with a guy. Now hold on, baby, before you swipe it, let me check something first. Buying setups on my tab, that won't be reimbursed. Ain't no pockets on that fit, and they ain't shit in your purse. Bitch, I be ballin' on the budget, I ain't trapping, I work. Oh, god damn, what the fuck? Slatty, asking for a bump, baby, blowing up my phone. I'm like, bitch, would you let me twist up in your passenger seat? Would you let me run it back if they asking for me? Would you let me in the club with this knot in my jeans? Would you let me spark something in the VIP? Would you let me for the night and get you back to the streets? Would you let me run it up like it's something for free? Would you let me show you something? Yeah, I'm trying to see. Would you let me do to you what you be doing to me?
I think it's about time to put it back in their face. Might have to check a hoe, put her back in her place. It's Ebony Eyes and Bates, and you know that I'm straight. Ain't worried about no po-pos running my place. It's out H-O-T, that I can't be touched. The S-H-I-T, got these hoes flush. And if you looking for some haters, then it can't be us. Make them wonder like Stevie, why they can't see us. Nah, you ain't never seen a chick like me. Feisty, still cool as an iced tea. Might see tight jeans and a white beat. Strutting in my heels with a bag that's pricey. Just wanna do it like Nike, cause he sure tryna lure and entice me to his house on the hills like Heidi, telling me to do the right thing, you know Spike Lee. I don't know what you've been told, but I got something to tell ya. It's going down, baby, in the back of the club. Let me hear you say it's whatever.
All the fellas in the house say, all the ladies, let me hear you say,
if you're talking about getting to the money, run it up, we can do that shit right now.
Would you let me twist up in your passenger seat? Would you let me run it back if they asking for me? Would you let me in the club with this knot in my jeans? Would you let me spark something in the VIP? Would you let me for the night and get you back to the streets? Would you let me run it up like it's something for free? Would you let me show you something? Yeah, I'm trying to see. Would you let me do to you what you be doing to me?
I don't know what you've been told, but I got something to tell ya. It's going down, baby, in the back of the club. Let me hear you say it's whatever.
All the fellas in the house say, all the ladies, let me hear you say,
if you're talking about getting to the money, run it up, we can do that shit right
Yeah. Pull his back around. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot, gang. Hold up, man. Woo.
Thank you.
Man, give it up for Bates.
That was high energy than a motherfucker.
Man, ring around the rose, man.
Yeah.
That shit was. Hey, that was a fun video.
Man,
like,
it was a lituation.
It looked so fun.
It was fun to do. It was fun. Every shoot was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, what was the concept? Like, what's the story behind the video, and just like, how did you even come up with that?
So the idea is to like how grown ass individuals. So you got to think about the song, and I'm in the song. I'm saying, in my verse, I say, hold on, baby, before you swipe it, let me check something first. This is real grown nigga activity. Like, let me make sure I got money on my card before you swipe this. Buying setups on my tab that won't be reimbursed, which means you trying to get me to trick off to you. You trying to buy a whole setup. I say, you ain't no pockets on that fit, and it ain't shit in your purse. Mm-hmm. Bitch, I be balling on a budget. I ain't trapping out work, right?
Straight up, right?
So the idea was like, we grown. Like, how do I make this about like fun, but also like not where it's like, cause somebody suggested, my homegirl Kyla Rican, Santana Tyler is her DJ name. Mm-hmm. She had suggested that we like shoot it at with on like a boat or something like that, you know. And then, that ain't really my vibe. My videos ain't getting ready to be regular, If it is regular, it's gonna be a different type of regular, you know what I'm saying? So like, I had the idea of like, man, I started seeing Ebony with locker rooms. That was the first thing that I remember, like, So how can I make a video with school based where it's kind of like we are grown adults going and revisiting our high school years as adults, right? In the initial footage, it was supposed to be me waking up, me falling asleep and all, and at the end of the video, it was supposed to be me waking up from the sleep, but that shot never got taken. So it didn't necessarily need it. It would have been a good stamp at the beginning and the end, but everybody's done the whole dreaming of a video thing. So it was like, without it, it was just fine. But
yeah, it definitely was.
The task was the location, organization of the video.
Yeah. So where did you shoot it at your home?
So the first scene was shot at Sunshine Cultural Arts Center on the east side.
Okay.
Shout out to Sunshine and everybody over there, and my homegirl Treasure, she the one gave me the plug, because I put the bird call out like, yo, I'm looking for a school or something like that so I can shoot this, And I knew he had the hallway and whatnot, and so throw some money, donated some money to him, and he let me use the facility.
Okay, yeah. You heard that? Spend that shit.
I donated that. I donated some money to him so so that it would be, I'm not just using you up. You know what I'm saying?
Quid pro quo. You know what I'm saying? That's how to do it. The dancing scene. It was actually a bus scene too, but you see in the video at some point people getting on the bus, but we never used the bus scene because it was the footage just didn't come out right. So we ended up having to shoot a second scene after we thought we shot everything in one day, because it was the school scene, the bathroom scene, and the hallway scene. It was a classroom, the hallway, and the bathroom, and the walkout, and then the bus. We shot that all in one day. This is July, right? Yeah.
But a lot of the footage didn't make it, so they didn't have enough footage, and they definitely didn't have enough footage of Ebony, and then not only that, they didn't have enough footage of Ebony that looked like it would look for somebody coming back from, taking a nice hiatus from their career and coming back, you know what I'm saying? So, we shot another scene to try to fill the gap, and still use some of the footage from the bus, right?
Okay.
But so I asked Last Princess, I had met her at a Word Up. She's like 20, not even old enough to be drinking or nothing like that, and she's fresh and she's hungry, and her team, she would truly gifted. Her team is lit. So they dope. I asked her if she would be interested in hopping in, listening to this song, and going and shooting something. And mind you, still have to look schoolish, but I don't have time or money to get another schoolish type of situation. So let's do it outdoors on like a basketball court. Yeah. So that worked out. Got that footage done. When I got it back, I wasn't too happy with it. So then I brought in Big Lou, After multiple different
Shout out
things.
to Big
Then
Lou.
I brought in Big Lou. And then
Big Lou to the rescue,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah, Big Lou to the motherfucking rescue. And he shot my he had just did the yard drop for the other one. I had brought him the footage with me when I did that yard drop, and I was like, yo, this is what we working with. And we doctored it up, we sat through it, we sent it back to Eb. Eb sees it, and she still wasn't happy with the same things I wasn't happy with. You know what I'm saying, with the bus scene. So we ended up scratching the bus scene and reshoot when she came back in town, which wasn't until March. When did we reshoot this? February, March, I want to say something like that. After the initial shoot being in July of 2025, we didn't shoot the last scene for it until March. So,
Jeez.
right.
It's like a movie scene. Like
we had to reshoot that scene in order for us to get the video out, for her to be comfortable with how she was presented, for me to be comfortable with my first solo dolo for real video, with the expectation of previous videos of mine being like lit, you know. So I wanted it to meet the expectation and not come back and just on anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we ended up shooting that. We got Kranzberg Arts Foundation. Shout out to the Kranzbergs. The homie Erica up there. I was like, I'm looking for this I need a library or a locker room to shoot this Ebony Eye scene. And we ended up finding, she let us use the library above Hollow, which is also connected to like Sophie's, and it's all in that same big building. Right. So yeah, and that's how that worked out. And we shot the scene. I created a character to fill the gap, which is the lady with the wig. I would call her Burtonisha.
Yeah.
Okay. Burtonisha. Burtonisha.
Oh man.
In order for us to make that happen, like, and it just the shoots were all fun except the bus one. It was just hot and rushed. Yeah. But everything else was very fun.
No, it definitely looked high energy. It reminded me of like Kid and Play class act vibe, you know what I mean? So I love that. Great visual.
Thank you.
So what inspired the terrible tale of Mother Goose? Like why is Mother Goose so terrible? Like what did she do, man?
Man, like I can get a whole spill of the backdrop of how it is, but one thing about me is I like to be honest about my work. And I don't want it to be where I'm not representing myself in it. Yeah. That's number one, you know. So, like, with Mother Goose, I am not like a kumbaya. If anybody know me, you know I'm not a kumbaya type of person. You know, it is what it is. It's up and it's stuck or whatever, you know. So I wanted to still keep that edge, but also use something to inspire me. I just wasn't inspired to write nothing until I landed on the idea of twisting up these Mother Goose stories. And I was like, man, I could take this in any direction. I don't have to write a certain type of way. I can write all different types of songs. If I keep the subject matter broad and use the titles of the songs and the ideas, the titles of the poems and the ideas of the poems to like inspire me one by one. So I went through like a list of all the different titles that I can go through that made sense. We had a Humpty Dumpty at one point, and I would have used, like, it was going to be called All the King's Men, but I decided not to go with that. It was like a few of them. We had The Crooked Man. That's a poem from Mother Goose, and I had so many ways of going there. I was going to talk about janky promoters on that.
Oh,
but it was like, but the reality was like, okay, well, I didn't need to do all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think I ended up just being happy with being able to express myself in different ways. I would never have been able to write a song like Georgia Porgia for a album like For Color Folk or an album like One God. Those are very themed heavy, but themed as in subject matter. You know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about is a certain type of thing. Right. I could have been able to pull it off. I would have been able to pull it off on A Strange Woman, you know, because that was also one of those ones. It's like, you know, different types of themes for the album. But yeah, ultimately, Georgia Porgia and a few other songs managed to fit within the scheme because it allowed me to be more diverse in my song selection.
Yeah, and like that's what I wanted to know too, because it was so broad of picking like those Mother Goose tales, and it's just like, how are you able to condense it so like with those stories and you know what I mean?
It had to be something that triggered me in the poem or in the name of the poem. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Porgia put in pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. Then you had Along Came a Spider, like Little Miss Muffet sat on the top of it. Along came a spider and sat down on the spider and scared the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? So I took the darker sides of these stories, which were already dark in the first place.
Yeah.
You know.
When you Rimwald is very dark when you read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you thinking about like the bridge is falling. That was literally, when you cut ties, or the idea behind it is when you cutting ties with shit, or you just like distancing yourself from bullshit. Like that's what I meant by the bridge is falling. That Ashes, Ashes, We All Fall Down. That one was actually just titled Abandoned Buildings at first, and then when I went with the theme, I was like thinking about just basically like dissipating neighborhoods and things that I see in those neighborhoods, burnt buildings, and that's how I came up with the idea of Ashes, Ashes for that. But Ring Around the Rosé, it was like, I know I'm not saying this in the song at all. I don't say Ring Around the Rosé at all. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted it to be a club cut, and I wanted it to be more of a gathering of some sorts of like her Ebony's people, my people, and just everybody feeling like they could participate and enjoy the song. So that was what I got out of that. But song for song, title for title, I think the first one that I wrote specifically for the album would have been Duck. It was the first song that I wrote for it. And me playing off of Duck Duck Goose. Yeah. And then being like, okay, now we getting ready to shift into this. I had to tell 3D, I'm like, yo, you don't have to like, cause second up was Lil Lamb. Okay. So
that's funny, like,
man, when he sent cause Duck was not thinking, he sent me the beat, and I say, I'm gonna do this on this beat. He sent me Lil Lamb. After I told him the idea of it all, and it was up and stuck after that, I say, oh, we own something now. Because it's like, now I'm seeing all of that music education, the music degree, everything be able to come into, like, fruition. Like, I didn't go back to school and shit for nothing, you know what I'm saying? This is what my music can sound like now, as opposed to, like, I got plenty of songs where it's just like I'm rapping and it's like the hook and it's like the beat, and, that's what it is. Right. But I wanted something way more multifaceted to show off those skills, so... he gave me that by giving me something that nobody's gonna just up and pick a beat like Lil Lamb. It was clearly catered to the to the album.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like it was so. All of the beat selections too are just very specifically catered to it. Like they're all strange beats. You know what I mean? But they dope. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very complex.
He has his own sound. Yeah. I love when it's something new and it doesn't sound like everything else.
Yeah.
Man.
But to me, I feel like. I think that's what gives longevity to the music, cause it's like Future, his sound is just like different to where it's giving longevity. Don Toliver, like that sound, you know what I mean? Those beat selections, and I would say the same for you. Yeah. It's like your beat selection is just different to where it's like it's taking us to 2040. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. And Lord forbid somebody actually realized that that I'm writing for a legendary catalog.
Oh, you don't say, huh? Yeah.
I'm writing for it to be a legendary catalog, not just like we're sticking with whatever's good at this time. I really wrote this album for any song to be able to be played at any time. You don't know when I recorded it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when that song. What kind of beat? What sound kit was that you were using? You know what I'm saying? I really wanted it to be timeless. So
I definitely got that vibe too.
It's I don't feel like it'll be dated. Until sound changes, right now it's still very fresh, as far as people hearing it and being like, what even is this? You know what I'm saying? And then you hear, oh shit, this is a straight hip hop and R&B album that's like lit, but it doesn't sound like anything else, but it's lit, Yeah. Shout out to 3D, man. That dude brought me exactly to where I needed to be writing wise, and if it wasn't for him being so different, I wouldn't have been able to be different.
And he also DJ too. He just produced.
He producing. He rap. Okay. He write it too. Writing perform.
Man, so what song was the most emotional for you, like to write
on that album?
On that album.
Emotional. Like on the album. Probably Regrets. I wouldn't say necessarily emotional, but just explaining a lot of things, how I felt about a lot of things that was happening to me in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like down to my uncle and my brother and my failed relationships and me doubling back and being like, damn, I would have did this different now that I'm grown, but I really don't regret that I did it that way. You know what I'm saying? I just know that I'm older now and I move totally different now, you know. But that was a full circle moment. I had been through a whole fuck ton of shit when I wrote Regrets, and it was like me coming back to full circle and saying, this is what just happened to me. This is why I felt that way. So, but I wouldn't say it's a tearjerker. If that were the case, it'd probably be Queen of Hearts. But I'm not writing from my own perspective in Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts is a third-person narrative where I'm talking to someone about their relationships with women, whether it be child to mother or baby daddy situation or like women who are predators, those types of things. Like, I'm surprised I don't hear a lot more people even talking about that record because I'm talking about some shit. Maybe it's because of the subject matter I'm talking about. It's a little touchy. You know what I'm saying?
Though, you know what I mean?
Especially coming from another woman. But these are things I've saw with my own two eyes. You know what I'm saying? These are things that I might have experienced, some of them, but for the most part, these are other people's experiences. Where it's like, stupid ass little boy, you can go live with your daddy. You know, I've seen women literally say this to their kids. You know what I'm saying? And be like, what the fuck? Like, so just to put it out there that like these are real stories that don't get to be told from because other women that don't want to tell them. You know what I'm saying? But being the person that I am, I'm gonna reach for the truth, reach back and grab the truth, put it in the forefront. Maybe that's the Aquarius in me that does that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Y'all gonna see this. Y'all gonna catch this truth.
No, I think that's hard that you lending voice to the voiceless. You know what I'm saying? That's what music's for, though. You know what I mean? I believe that so cold-heartedly, and I love to hear that. Well, let's get into some more music, though.
Yeah,
you know, let's hear some more records. You feel me? So this one we're gonna take it back. This is actually The Bridge Is Falling.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Lou, man. Shout out to Big Lou.
So yeah.
With the yard drops, man. Holla at him for a yard drop. He a busy man, so you gotta get him when you get him. Man. But I promise you, he meets my deadlines. I can talk to him about like what I sit with him in the edit bay. You know what I'm saying? For this one, I didn't. But for Ring Around the Rose, I did.
Yeah.
I sat with him in the edit bay and was like, this is how I need this to go. You know, it was a very complicated video. Even with the treatment, it's like he had it based off the treatment. Now we got to figure out what to add these extra scenes. You know, so shout out to Big Lou for just being a really good ear and understanding your vision. You know, understanding the vision is like so necessary. Yeah,
definitely shout out to Big Lou. I was just with him over the weekend. We had cut a record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, him and Bone and Hood. So it's like, yeah, man, he right after his show too, he like, yeah, we'll meet you there type shit. So it's like, yeah, shout out to him for real, man.
Yeah.
Real nigga shit. But yeah, let's get into this record right here, man. This is The Bridge Is Falling, man. Let's get it, Cartunes and Cuts. Let's go.
Y'all making my back sweat.
Yo. Never been the one to fake a fallout to attain applause. Never been the type to dodge a fallout if I ain't the cause. Used to be forgiving, but today I leave no problem solved. Subtract from the contractions, divide my anger amongst the hoes involved. Get you stored the crease, you can count on fingers those who got the gall. Round up all your legion, ping the regions, then I drop a bomb. Y'all gon' need a donor when it's donor store to answer calls. When they call the doctor, helicopters leave the maimed and mauled. I got room to rest, I bet you guess the veteran needs to start. Teach much needed lessons to my lessons, let's address the flaws. If I leave the question, who selected me to be the part? That's to my recollection, all directions, every king will fall. Broken bonds, never linked, never have I lost the wing. Wide awake all the time, niggas tired, let them sleep, let them think, shit is sweet. If you see what's underneath, rotten flesh, dead bodies, zombies claiming city streets. Never been the one to hate, but if you wrong, I say you are. Never been the one to treat you different, not no mega star. Niggas catching hell, they scared to death, no 30-second song. Cause niggas in the war room trying to link up and we got promenades. Tired of fighting for spaces we created, need white flight, boy, walk out mindset. All the niggas went on
no trite. Boy, we tagging stage managers, a few dancers, hosts, and hype boys. Cause never trust that white boy, then I give black chicks a white. Boys displaying bitch, just ain't the mall. The rebates might outweigh the cost. The remakes may contain some flaws. I dictate, don't debate no laws. Can't be controlled by homophobic tropes. Y'all always need a cause. Ain't a cause, so just respect the dons who don't eat dick and balls. Never seen so many double-headed, so maybe they'll switch. Never seen so many niggas mad that I ain't sucking dick. Every time they on some kiki, haha, I got it off the whip. Extended clips, talking all that raw, leave with no bottom lip. Fuck them all, never been submissive, not no bottom bitch. Lucky y'all, had a chance to fix me, still ain't come equipped. Funny y'all, always come for me, mini plastic dicks. Stretchy pussy, mad at me for calling them elastic clips. Weird as fuck, I done seen enough. Help from that hustler, nigga ain't pulling up. Calling every bluff, you know why I work with nigga, unfriend me, ho. I ain't the one, I'll staked out while you making runs. And broad day haters be in places, so will not escape the sun.
Yeah, nigga. Shout out to my nigga 3D, man. We about to take the fuck over again. Y'all welcome. Mother Goose.
And that nigga 3D.
Shout out to 3D for that one, man. Yeah, that's Bates, man, with The Bridge Is Falling.
On their ass.
Man, bumper patrol, goddamn. You heard me? Putting belt to ass. Straight up, man. We finna get up out of here. Got the next show, Stronger Than Ever. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Stronger Than Ever.
Okay, they be doing their thing. I gotta ask though, where did you get the name Bates? I always wanted to know. I thought you was from the South Side, and that's what you got the name from.
I am from the South Side,
right?
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah. But honestly, ain't got nothing to do with the South Side.
Okay.
No. It was it used to be Norma Bates. My first rap name was Russia. And then after thinking about a country, somebody was like, I like the country? And I was like, you know what? It was like adrenaline rusher, but
right.
But like the country made me be like, nah.
I am not a terrorist, goddamn. What are you trying to say?
So in my first group, I was Norma Bates, and then like I just started seeing like a difference when people didn't know. Like my friends called me Bates, but just for short, right? And so I started seeing a difference when people didn't know I was a girl. Like if you signed up to rap somewhere and they knew you was a girl, they probably put you last or wouldn't be in the hot spot. So I started like just putting it as Bates and was getting better spots. And now I was like, yeah, I'm about to catch these bars one way or the other. So it was definitely a marketing ploy.
That's smart as hell, though.
Man, for real. Sometimes you got to take that sacrifice to just let a motherfucker know. Like, because other than that, I would have just kept getting looked over. Like, I'm over here. My music is contending with some of the best people on the bill all the time. And I'm not getting the shot because they don't believe in me. You know, I remember one day, so this dude straight told me, he said, I was looking, I saw you, and I walked past you, and when they said your name and you went up there, I didn't take you serious. But now that you done got off stage, I have a whole nother perception of you now. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was years later. Even now I am Bates, and it's still like that one motherfucker that just don't believe in you because you don't look like what, like I sell dope and finna go to jail in like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on papers or some shit, or like I just only eat noodles or something.
People crazy
like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love some noodles, but
yes, you know what I'm saying. No shade to the noodles. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you though. Like it's crazy that you gotta trick people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's called being a woman, not only a woman in hip hop, but a masculine presenting woman in hip hop with a different type of pen. I don't write about the other stuff that these women write about.
It ain't about shaking ass all the time.
I mean, but I make you shake some ass.
You know what I'm saying?
And I will definitely make you shake some ass.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
we
but
love that too.
I like to, but I ain't finna be the one shaking the ass. Just
right,
you know, there will be no shaking of the ass over here. Okay, but
over here.
But y'all go ahead, have fun, man. I'll write a song for you. Advance now. Better make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, with that being said, what's next? And tell everybody where they can follow you and find you. You know what I'm saying?
You know, next is always perpetual. So my next is always happening. I never stop moving musically, and I never stop moving in general. You know, so right now I'm in my writer's bag. I was inspired by T-Dub, new project.
Man,
you know
fire.
what I'm saying? King Dub. I was inspired by Bodine, Heavy as the Cone.
Yeah,
I was
fire.
inspired by Tef New record. All three of them I done played more than once, man. And like, and this got me. That's like, man, a statement was made with those guys when they did that. And it's like, I consider myself one of the bunch of amazing
those your
performers.
peers.
And it's now I gotta write. It's like
now
I gotta go. Damn, they literally somebody walked up to me at the New Music Thursday. It was like, I know what you up to because Dub done dropped. I know what y'all niggas is up to.
Yeah.
That was R2 that said that. And I was like, yeah, man. Now they making me because it's like if I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like now that voice is missing, and y'all niggas done pass me up. So my competition be the best niggas in St. Louis ever.
Nah, for real.
They the best niggas ever. Period. So
dead ass. Those definitely are
I'm
your
in my
peers.
writer's bag. Anybody want features, you better holler at me now. Motherfucking, if you got a movement you want to be a part of, holler at me now. Right now, my other focus is FemFest. I'm also in the process of buying a house, so that too.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
my
Shout out
focus
to you too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But my focus is FemFest. Getting some mentorships and some camaraderie and some sisterhood amongst these ladies. Refocusing the ladies. That's always been my job, is keeping the ladies focused and having some community built around that side, so they won't have to go through. They won't have to change their name. They don't have to only make ass shaking music. You know what I'm saying? So, and they can get along with each other, understand that we here for each other. So I think GA been holding that fort down like tremendously in my absence. I would say. I wouldn't say absence all the way. I do my mentorships in the backdrop. You know, but yeah. So that's my focus. All things FemFest, Fem Tours and FemFest, and
And when's the date for FemFest?
I have no idea yet.
Okay.
I have no idea. I'm trying to start smaller now because I want to move it into the warmer months. It's always been cold.
Got you.
So with 2-stage venues, I want to be able to expand
Dope.
where I have it at, because it's kind of hard to find 2-stage venues. So if I can move it into the summer months, in between now and then, throw smaller shows and do smaller types of events and like icebreakers and shit like that for them. You know what I'm saying? And get them in the same rooms. Let them know that they're welcome somewhere, and then build from there. Because I already got the generation from like 30 and up. You know, now I need the 20s and 25s and shit to come on with me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Well, definitely love what you're doing.
Bates STL on everything. BATES STL on everything. Check out my project, The Terrible Tales of Mother Goose. It is out right now, available on all platforms. I promise you, it's something on there for everybody, and it's something, and it's a respectable project. So, like I say, I wrote it to be for a song, writing the love of writing songs, not necessarily the love of rap. So you will find some rappity rap shit on there, but it's also a lot of plot twists in that motherfucker. You just never know what you're gonna get, but all around a solid project, in my opinion. So please, please, please go listen to my album, Terrible Tales of Mother Goose, produced almost entirely by 3D, myself, and my homeboy Malik. I said Alik, but yeah.
There you have it, man. Y'all definitely go follow Bates on everything. Definitely appreciate you coming out here in the dojo, kicking it in Cartunes and Cuts, man.
You already know.
You know what I mean? Look forward to having like more conversations like this and more projects, and I can't wait to see you just elevate. You know what I mean? I'm so glad we can have this episode.
Well, man, I really appreciate you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
We done knocked it out. We done up and did it.
We
now.
finally did it, gang.
That's what we gonna talk about when we see each other.
That project. We gonna talk about that project.
Yeah.
So, yeah, walking out the door, man. I'm gonna let y'all know that this next record we still got Bates, man, and this is Truth on the Trace.
True on the Track.
Did I say it? True on the Track.
Yep.
Cartunes and Cuts. Let's get it, man.
Damn right. Good shit, man.
Man. Poetry. I'm like, man, like this is like around that, giving that type of vision.
Everything right make you reach to my level. I wake them up while I sleep with the metal. This is the end that you speak of, you devil. These are the sins you don't leak to your reverie. My CD meaty, I'm keeping it level. Stay Face full of envy, they plot on the rebel. They say that we like the pot to the kettle. They can't distinguish the darkness from